Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charles and this is our next episode. That's episode 2 of our Let's Play on The Memory. If you remember from last time, we did some major alterations to the farm, and we're gonna continue with a little bit of that today, and then we're gonna get into a few other things. As you can see, I've already kind of gotten started without you a little bit here. There used to be, if you will recall, a shed here, and I hadn't opened the doors on it, but there's a diesel tank on the inside. I have not filled that with any diesel yet. But the shed was kind of small, and I wasn't going to really be able to use it for a whole lot of anything really. And I decided to go ahead and get rid of it, mainly because of the placement of where it was, and it just gives me a little bit better access to these beds back here. I got started also with that without use. There was some dead material in there. I got all that pulled out, and it's ready. I've decided on the couple of crops that we're gonna start out growing in there. I think I'm gonna grow. I've got it set now, I think, for lettuce in one and spring onion in the other. So I will do that. Now, before we start, I've been looking around, and maybe it's here, but I did not find one. I did not find a water source here on the farm, so it looks like we are going to have to put one in, and I'm thinking that maybe here on the end of this shed, because I thought about putting it where I took that shed away, but then that would defeat the whole purpose of getting rid of that shed and clearing access to those beds. So I think I am going to go into construction. Yeah, I'm already on my containers now. What do I want to put down? I don't want to put down anything too large. Could just be one of these hydrants. Let's see. Yeah, this one would probably be the most visible, I guess. Let's go down here a little bit, and let's turn, and we'll have to bring it out. Let's bring it out here so we don't get it too close to that diesel. And if I can come into the shed with it a little bit. No. Yeah, we'll put it in the shadow of the shed there anyway. And now I'll maybe grab we'll grab this tractor here and see what we got. See if we can get a little bit of water into those. I don't know if memory serves me correctly, this water tanker is fairly on the small side compared to a lot of things that you could get anyway. Okay, filling with water. Yeah, it seems to fill up at a pretty good rate, but that, again, possibly because it's such a small, yeah, 6,050 liters. In some ways that sounds like a lot, but I have no idea how much these garden beds are going to take. So this may be something that we start them out with a little bit, and then we can move on to some other things today, and then we'll have to come back and fill more water later, but maybe we can do this and at least get them going with the first 6,000 liters of water. I don't know how fast they'll go through it, but that really depends on how fast they produce. The eagle-eyed among you may, if you know this map and stuff, you may know that I have, I wonder which one, I hope it's putting it in the right one. Anyway, let's see, what does it do over here? Yeah, okay, I just couldn't see them, it put those in there. So we now have a little bit of water in both of these. But yeah, there were some decorative items here in this yard space that I'm kind of driving over there that I got rid of. There was like a swing set, and there was some kind of a stand that I'm not sure exactly what its purpose was. Got rid of that. I'm not big on just having lots of decorative items laying around that aren't serving a purpose. Sometimes, if it adds to the look, but just I have a tendency to get rid of random things. I find that they open up space, for me to turn a tractor around or whatever. Okay, so we are going to do that, and now I'm going to take this tractor and I'm going to take a run over to the store. See if I can remember how to get there. I'll take you with me as we go, so you can be privy to that route too. Oh, I still have the header trailer out here. Means I probably still have. We are still in the same game day we were in before, because I play a lot of times on time 1. I just don't like for the day to get away from me very much. So I don't know. Usually it seems like when I'm playing on time 1, sometimes the based on what a lot of other people do and everything, maybe the time runs a little bit slow, but a lot of times when I put it on times 5 or something like that, where a lot of people do keep their time. Let's see, I think this road here go take us there, and I think it will be on our right up here. I guess I've got my mini map down there I can look at. But yeah, when I put it in times 5, if depending on what kind of a day it is, if it's a big harvest or a big seeding day or something like that, I don't like getting to nighttime. I don't like to film. I don't like to film to record in dark, because it's just so hard for you to see. Oh, roundabouts! I have a love-hate relationship with these. Mostly hate, but oh, I'm gonna have to do that roundabout again. Sorry, neighbor, that I'm running over your crop, but that's why I don't have destruction on. Technically, I could go any way I want on this, since there's no traffic. I mainly hate these when there's traffic. So technically, I could. Okay, I will stop here because I can't remember where, or I don't know, since I've never bought anything here before. I'm not sure where it spawns things. Oh, well, whole area out there. I wonder if that is something. So anyway, let's check out, what did I want to do? I want to look for, let's see, soil cultivation, seeding, yield improvements, combine harvesting, forage harvesting, grassland care, baling, root crops, vegetables, special crops, grapes and olives, forestry, and yep, not there. That is not what I was meaning to look at. Let's see, is it under? There we are. And we are going to get this this with the 50,000 capacity. Okay, Unreal, it's got a pipe on it there. I don't think I want that. The main color, I'm partial to a little blue, so we will do that. And don't get out of here before you buy it, Charles. Okay, and so I am going to start with that. Where did it? Oh, well, another thing with making it blue, it kind of stands out on here. So looks like our equipment is going to spawn over here. Well, there's a field of something back there that's ripe and ready. So yeah, I have this basically this wood chipper here because you know, if we are talking about my usual gameplay, one of the things that I hate doing the most is forestry, and I don't have any heavy forestry stuff to do on here. Let me get in cab, make this going through these trees a little bit easier. I don't have any heavy forestry, but I do find some of my fields lined on at least two sides with trees. And normally, a lot of times, you know, if it's just random trees, I go along and I just hide those, like I, you know, hide things around the farm and stuff with the map object hider mod. And I just hide the trees, but I figured I would do something a little bit different, and I have not tried this, but I have seen it. Like I say, it does have, somehow it does have a 50,000 liter capacity. Yep, there's our harvester still down here. Okay, wait. Yeah, so this yeah, this is one of my fields, so let's see. Let's see how this thing works. Let's Let's see, do I need to put it down? Get the F1 menu here. And I just turn it on? Okay, apparently the pipe has to be out. So pipe is out, even though there is no pipe. Oh, okay. I don't have access to this land. Oh, but this one, this tree, maybe I do. Okay, so it's not going to let me do any trees over here. Maybe it'll let me do them on this side. I know I didn't have to come all the way down here, but... Ah, well look at that. Okay, I'm liking this. Oh, let's see, will it get rid of that stump too? No, I might have to get rid of stumps myself. What about a tree like this? Will it... Oh, really? It does not like doing these trees, apparently. Oh, well, it did it. Eventually. Just had to kind of have to chase them down. Wow. And just with the ones we've done so far, we're already up to 35,000. That one I don't have access to. Wow, it is really... I'm not going to do another one of those trees right now. Oh, okay. It will knock trees down, apparently. Okay, we are at our capacity here. So, I don't know if our trailer is going to be much use to us, but let's go ahead and drive back up to the farm. We've got, you know, I don't need to necessarily complete the trees in that one field because I am just trying this out. See how we unload from this. If we can unload it to a trailer, or do we have to take what we've got here and I mean, who knows, maybe we could put these in our silo. I don't know why we would, but okay. Now, can I just pull like next to this trailer? Let's see. Oh, did it? Oh, that did. Okay. Wow, we just pulled up next to that. we just pulled up next to that trailer, and I was looking for a button to load it in there, and it just did it automatically. Well, that's good. That's a good thing to know that it does. Of course, that one is full now, so now we kind of need to cut another tree or two, however many it takes to get our chipper full. Well, this has been a fun experiment. Let's see. Will these trees be in mine, or is it going to be, who is it, Walter that owns that one, I think? So we'll lower that, turn it on. Oh. Yeah. Apparently I don't own that, so let's go down, find our other field that we were doing before, and we'll see if we can't take out another tree or two. Let's see, was it this one I was doing? And this tree was one that it told me was out of... Oh, okay. I could have sworn that told me before that it was not on my land. Okay, so that did take that stump. Okay, it tells me I don't own the land, but it took the leaves off the tree. Okay, I'll try the other one. Oh, let's see, and it did leave that stump behind. Let's see if we can... really? It is really picky about what it considers my land and what it doesn't. Okay, now it's up. And it just won't get it. So anyway, let's go ahead and cut that off so that it's not quite so noisy. Let's go over and see about wood chips. Wood chips here. They're not good right now, but I'm not gonna wait until it's good for trees. I'm not gonna put these chips in a silo or anything. So wood chip sale. Okay, now let's tag that place. Find out maybe on the map where that is. Oh, wow, it is all the way on the other side of the map. So, let's see. So, where were we? Okay, so this is the store. That's where we were before. And we can just keep following that road and it'll take us around to here. Okay. Well, we know where we're going anyway. Oh, I don't want to drop that. I want to take that with me. So combined between the two of those, it's showing that I have 68,500 wood chips now, so, or liters in wood chips. So, this direction. So does anybody have any opinions about these little red dots showing distance and everything when you are headed to a tagged location? You know, got the arrows there and it tells me I need to go that way and everything. Truthfully, I kind of miss the giant green shaft of light. Because like the thing right now is telling me, if I look at it, it's pointed diagonally down toward the bottom of the screen, and there wasn't a road that I could take. So it's, if you're depending on that for directions and you haven't looked where you're going on the map, then, it's not going to be, it's not as easy, I don't think, whereas, driving along, with the shaft of light, you drive along, you can see you can kind of catch glimpses of it and see where it is along the way. Ooh, I could see that this hill would be a difficult one to get up if you had a big trailer with a big load behind you. Okay, so we haven't been past this point here. It's a little more open over here. Over on our side, there's seems to be more trees. Also, the fields over here appear to be a little bit bigger. That's probably okay. We're going to buy some more fields, and it's probably better that we are in a place where they're smaller, because that way they'll be cheaper and we can buy more. Technically no traffic. I didn't need to stop. I was just stopping to check my mini-map and see if I needed to actually turn. I'm assuming that this is an entrance here. Yep. Oh, of course. Yep, because why make your entrances wide and open if you can make them narrow and difficult to get into? Okay, standard Pretty standard wood chip. I? Oh, wow, okay. Well, I'm going to get rid of that F1 menu so it doesn't give anybody a seizure. This is interesting, the way this does this with that wood chipper on the front, since it has a 50,000 liter capacity. As we're dumping into the trigger here, now we see the trailer start to go down, because as it's dumping out of the trailer, it's continually refilling the trailer from that chipper. So very interesting. Wow, 39,245. Oh, it's set to euros. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't really matter to me what denomination of money we're in. Okay, well, that will definitely help, because we are going to buy, as I said, we are going to buy some more fields. That's one of the reasons why I'm kind of holding off a little bit on reseeding the ones that I've harvested, because we may be buying some of the fields that are next to it, and that's also the reason I wanted to get this chipper, to get rid of some of the trees in between those fields, and maybe we can join them together and make them a little bit larger. Okay, so I'm going to make a trip back over to the farm, and I won't make you watch that entire trip, but we're going to I am going to drop off this wagon and the chipper here, and then we will start looking at what fields we want to go about buying first. Okay, and we are back at the farm. Just got back. We're dropping off our tractor and trailer, like I said. And then we are going to go and start looking at what fields we are going to buy. Now, obviously, we started out with 100,000. I'll probably say dollars and stuff a lot during this, but obviously it's 100,000 euros. And now we have 552,516. And that is because we sold a lot of those sheds and things like that on the farm, and also from our recent sale of wood chips. So this field right here is currently planted in corn. It is the one right next to our farm, and it is relatively flat. So this is the field that I initially thought, hey, that's in the perfect place. If I can get rid of this fence here, I can just join this together and make this part of the farmyard. In some way, that's kind of what I'm going to do. But since I can't get rid of that fence, I can only get rid of the collision, and I don't want to be driving through that fence all the time. I would rather, if I could take a chunk out of it, that'd be great, but I can't. So, but I am going to go ahead and this is field 36, and it is 29,112. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that one. This one here across from us is also it's currently planted in corn, and That one is 79,000, but we'll go ahead and we'll buy that one as well. We bought that one because it joins up with this one that we already own next to it, and we can join those two fields together and make one larger field. This one is pretty large on its own, but let's see now. Now, what other fields? Whew, that one is 95,000. That's 97,000. Yeah, when you start getting the fields a little bit bigger, suddenly they are much more expensive. So we own this one. We do not own this one. We own this one, and we do not own these two. So we're going to buy this one. So now we own 3 in a row here. And let's see, and we will buy this one. And we'll buy that one. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if I ought to go for another small field, or maybe this is enough field for us for now to start with. Not sure, because I tell you, I really would like to get this field here or this one here. I mean, right now, $97,000 for that one, 95 over 95 and a half for that one. I would like to go for those, and the price isn't going to change. They're always going to be that much, but just where we are right now, because I know that there's some machinery that I want to buy. Obviously, we just bought 2 fields that have corn in them, and not ready yet, so we don't have to buy the machinery right away. But we do not have a harvester that will harvest corn, or at least it does not have a designated header for it. So, but we can take our harvester, which I had not put up. Yeah, see, and that's the thing. This field right here, that's the one that was 95,600 and something. It's currently ready to harvest, so we would also get that crop off of it. I don't know. I may still come back and decide to do that, but I don't know. I think we've bitten off quite a few fields here already, and a couple of them are ready to harvest. I think this field initially belonged to Katie. And now it is ours. Another good thing about buying all these fields along here is that now I won't get that message that those trees that I'm trying to take out don't belong to me. Because obviously, if I'm going to be joining some of these fields together and everything, I do not want those trees in between. So I will stick this in a little bit of a time lapse, and we'll go ahead and do this. We'll harvest this field and go ahead and harvest the next one, I guess, and then maybe we'll go ahead and buy some of the machinery that I want to buy. And I'll see you in just a little bit. we are back. I am just about to finish this. I think there might be a little bit left down on the bottom end here. If I'm really unlucky, there might be a little bit left on two sides, because I was trying to straddle it a little bit to get. Yeah, there's some over here. Okay, well, I didn't get it on two sides. I was trying to, to get it so that I got all of it and missed just a little bit. We got pretty lucky. Something I didn't even realize when I bought them, and even when I started to harvest, both of these fields were oat. So that worked out. Didn't have to empty our harvester before we started that second harvest. So I'm gonna run back up here again. Let's see. Yep, I guess the garden beds are still doing pretty good. Let's see. Where do I want to take this thing off? Well, for right now, I'm just going to put it over here. I haven't really finalized my my shed situation yet, since I got rid of a couple of them. I'm eventually going to have to replace them with something, but I have to say I do like this open area here in the middle. It gives me plenty of room to turn around, but more than likely we'll fill that space with something else. Also, thank you very much to the map maker for making that road sign right outside my farm there with no collision. Otherwise, I would be knocking that down every time I came out. Yeah, let's see. While that's filling, let's see, oat is a terrible time of year for oat. We currently don't have any. Let's see. So I guess all of this we will be putting in the silo. And then at some point we'll have to come back and pick up all the straw off these two fields. I'm not in too much of a hurry to reseed those fields, because I am going to join some of these together, and some of them I'm waiting on other fields next to them. There's still one that has a crop in it. I'm not sure how long it's going to be before it's ready. So no rush. Well, I say that, but also, as I said in the first episode, I'm not used to playing with the crop calendar turned on. So I have not even checked to see what I can plant now. Being August, I'm betting it's a lot of almost nothing. Okay, let's go and check something really quick. Okay, so that's our case, and it's got, what, 224 horsepower. So, yeah, we needed to know that, so that let's see. I've been wanting to try this thing out. And it takes... Oh, it only takes 125 horsepower. I didn't need to worry about that at all. It is currently black. Trash fan, no. Wheel brand, I don't really care about. Main color. Frame color. And rim color. Well, that gets it to my high school colors, so I'm going to go ahead and buy that. Okay, so that is this is going to be for our grass. Now, obviously it's a mower, but apparently it has lots and lots of different functions that you can set. It'll mow just normally. I have seen some people use this a little bit. It will mow. It will mulch. I know that in one of the mowing functions that it has, it will also gather it together in a windrow for you, which means I wouldn't have to windrow it. So that seems great. So, did I already buy this? Or did I just... My gosh, I started talking and now I couldn't remember. I did buy it. Okay, well, it's a good thing I didn't hit to buy it again. I'm going to have to pay a lot more attention to that now. Okay. So we've got that. What can we get as far as... let's see. I know I'm going to have to get a roller at some point. I just don't know if I'm going to do it yet. Let's see. I think we've got this one. It's only 4 meters wide. And it takes 180 horsepower, so we're well within that. This one is 270. Nope. Although this one, the Horsch Pronto 6, wow, it's 122.5 though. Am I in desperate need of a 6 meter over a 4 meter? In the end, probably yes. It'll be less frustrating, and it'll get done that much faster. But, ah, boy. That's just a little bit of a killer. And then, of course, we go down to 3 meters if I go to the Pronto 3. Well, So we've already got that one, so we'll stick with that one for a while. This one I have used on some other things. Quite frankly, it's so wide, I'm not sure we'd be able to get that out of our front gate. So, definitely want to not do that one. We are going to need a planter, maybe. Yeah, 18.2 meter, that would be great, but probably not on these little fields. This one's 9 meters. That is significantly bigger than our cedar. An 89.5. Well, let's see, and it does. Okay, so it lets you pull it, so it will definitely get through the gate. And like I say, it's long though, so, like I say, it's good that that sign outside our farm does not have collision on it. And then you switch it around to here to actually plant with it. 9 meters. Let's see. And this, let's see. Did this take? Okay, yeah, seed and fertilizer at the same time. You bet. Now, let's see. Wheel weights, drag. You do have to cultivate. This is not a direct planter. I guess we can do that, although if I'm going to have to do that, I may have to look at what size cultivator we have. I'm going to hold off on this right now because I don't think I'm going to need it right away. So, yeah, I will hold off on that. I'm going to go in the wrong direction. Harvesters. We are going to get another harvester. We don't need one of the really big ones or anything like that. I am going to do the Lizard TARDIS combine harvester. It is $94,500. So you can see we have 294,452 euros. I was saying dollars again. I am going to make that mistake a lot, so fair warning. And let's see. This may get even more expensive. Because I'm going to go ahead and max it out at the 400 horsepower. As you can tell, I like blue, so it's pretty much perfect as it is. Normal capacity. I don't need the extra large. See what extra large gets it to, what, wow, 200,000, 80,000, or normal capacity is 8,000. I want more than 8. I don't know that I'll ever use it, but I may do some contracts with it or something like that where I definitely want more than 8 so I don't have to empty it so much. So we'll go ahead and at 109.5 we'll buy that. And while we're on here, we'll hit combinations. I am going to do the fast header because they're the same price, so why not? Color's okay. Buy that. And the corn header, I'm going to do also the corn header fast. And another 40,000 on this. And maybe I could have saved a little bit of money by not getting the grain header for this yet. If you were, I didn't really go over it, but if you were paying attention, the grain header on that, let's see, let's get over to the shop here. I've got a bunch of stuff. Let's just visit. Yay, we're inside the shop, and there's all of our stuff right out here. The width of this header is actually the exact same width of the header that we already have for our harvester. So, let's see, how much room do I have? I got more room behind me than I thought I did. Well, maybe not as much as it looked like initially, because I do have a big hill back here. Yeah, it could have been a little bit easier place to maneuver into to get things like this, but beggars and choosers, I guess. Let's see, and does this thing fold up at all? No, it doesn't. So, we are going to have to drive this back. Oh boy, I get to do the roundabout with it. Yay. We will find out how many of these other signs have collision, if any. Yeah, and this is one of the reasons why I like going on a lot of these maps and just going ahead and turning the traffic off. Can you imagine if we were transporting this and we were having to dodge traffic with all these trees right on the side and stuff? I know I've seen people in their videos do it, and you know, I don't know, it frustrates me watching it even when someone else is doing it. So yeah, so anyway, I will get this back over to the farm, and I'm just going to leave that grain header over there. We're going to take a look at the planting calendar, and then maybe we'll wrap this episode up and plan kind of what we're going to do next time. But I'll see you back over at the farm. Okay, we have just returned, and I have parked the new harvester. It's parked in the spot where the old one was, but now I have this spot over here free, so I can pull as many things in there as I want. Well, you know what I mean, within reason anyway. Okay, so let's take a look. Really, do I go 15 minutes in between doing this every time? Because it wants to save every time I get into this. Okay. Now, this is a site that I am not used to seeing. We are currently in August, so I could plant canola. But I don't have a planter. Can I plant canola with my seeder? Maybe. I don't know. Carrots, I've got a long time to do those, but I don't have a harvester for those. Grass I can still plant for a long time, so you know, all the way through November. So that's good. And harvesting I can do on that anytime I want. So yay. Oilseed radish, no interest in that. Poplar, not going to get to that. Yeah, so those are my options. Wow. Okay. Okay, so, well, that makes a bit of a difference. Okay, so in September, I've got wheat and I've got barley. Those are really long growth crops, though. You don't, harvest those until June, July. But I do have, so I've got those that I can do, can plant grass. I do need a lot of grass. because I'm going to have to turn some of it into silage, and I'm going to have to turn some of it into hay for our feed production. So maybe it would behoove me to go ahead and plant most everything that I have in grass. And I'm not sure, I can't remember how fast grass actually grows to its full ready to harvest state. But we have to get into, well, let's see, what is this? That's cotton. Probably not going to be planting that right away either. Let's see. Soybeans. Yeah, oat. Oat isn't until March. Yeah, so we might be a grass production for a while. Eventually, our corn. I kept one sunflowers was in my mouth, and I could not could not get my brain to switch it to corn. When our cornfields are ready to harvest, let's see. Yeah. Well, they're close. They're not. They're not there yet. It's these two here. All these purple ones, of course, have been harvested. So technically, they could be joined. But I'm waiting on this one to join that field to this field. What is that? 35 to 34. Sorry about that. I hit my mic. And I'm thinking that I'm probably also going to join together 33 and 32. And then I was thinking I was going to try to join together 31, 30, and 29 here. Now 29 is the one that has that fence around it that apparently doesn't have any collision. I'm hoping that it'll let me get rid of that fence, but if it doesn't have collision, then well, now some of it definitely has collision, because when I was coming back from the store with the harvester, I did not harm any signs. I will tell you that. I did have some difficulties at this intersection right here. I didn't leave quite enough clearance and just hit the fence. No damage, yay. Came down here, and then when we get to this bridge, I suppose it's here. This bridge here, the header was barely lifted up high enough to get over that those bridge railings, and it complained a little bit. So if we're gonna use that harvester head for any contract work that's out away from our farm on the other side, I'm going to have to go across a bridge or anything, I'm going to have to buy a trailer for that. So, but anyway, and so yeah, so I'm thinking what I might do is I might just do 25 here, because it is free already. I'm gonna maybe do 25 here in grass. I'm gonna do this one if I can join these three together. I will do all of that in grass. If I can let's see, join these two together, but I'm waiting on this field of soybeans to get ready. Or maybe before I join these, I just go ahead and just do this one in grass, and then if I want to join these and do this one in grass, or if I want to do this as another crop whenever, at a later date, then I guess I can. So, okay, I talked myself into that one. Of course, before I plant anything in these, the ones that I harvested, I do have to get the straw out of those. So when we come back next time, we'll be getting the straw out of those fields. We're going to mow in our grass field, and we are hopefully going to seed at least this field in grass, and we'll go ahead and get that going. And if we're going to mow this field, we're also going to pick that grass up. We're going to mow it with our new mower, and we're going to, I guess I can go down and show you that field instead of just pointing to it. It's this field right here. It's not enormous or anything, but we'll get some grass off this anyway. And the grass that we take off of this, I am going to build that fermenting silo right here. I hope I have enough money left to do that. Oh boy, yeah, we might have to do some contracts, because if I have to do, well, I am going to sell a little bit of machinery. I think I'm going to sell this this mower, since I've bought another one, and we'll look around for whatever else I might be selling. Maybe this baler too, because I'm probably going to want to upgrade that at some point. Probably also, well, for right now we're fine with that size trailer. We might have to look into getting maybe a second one, or a bigger one, maybe a second bigger one. And I guess we can get rid of this too, actually, and I can go in and just sell it right now. Because we don't need that mixer, since we have one that we have replaced that with over here. So okay, so anyway, that is episode 2. I will go ahead and roll into the next day, so we will be in September during that time, and no real reason for it. It's just, hey, why hang around in the same day? And maybe also when we come back, maybe we'll have something produced out of our garden beds here. Oh, I'm over here, and that's still giving me the diesel tank. I'll have to fill that at some point. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you could help me out by going down below and hitting the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you can be notified from when I post new videos. Thanks again. I will see you next time. Bye for now.